to you live from Island Time Studios. We got a special guest with us, owner of Legacy Window Films.
That's right.
Mr. Jonathan Milne.
You got it, brother.
All right.
I know it's a hard name to pronounce.
Times, but cool. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Let's take a few seconds and talk about your background.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I've always enjoyed watching your shows. Great people you've had on, so it's a privilege for me to come here and see the whole setup. And
awesome.
I think it's fantastic what you're doing, and so thank you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
So I'm originally from England, and I was born in a place called Liverpool. Home of the Beatles, for all our Beatle fans out there.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Those are like all the Beatles. This July the 1st, I'll be married to my wife, Esther Rose Milne, for 23 years.
Wow,
yeah,
congratulations,
so,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Man.
Many ups and downs, but mostly ups, you know.
Yeah.
She's a blessing, though. She's good, so we make a great team, so.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we don't have any children, but we do have a yellow lab called Luna, and she's more like a child.
How old is Luna?
She's 5 years old.
Okay, that's
so
fun age. They're still kind of like
yeah.
puppies at that age.
Exactly, that's
Love
right.
the fetch.
Yes, yeah. And she's a very gentle-natured dog, so she's easygoing, you know.
Nice.
So.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah.
have a lab as well. They're awesome.
They are so nice, so friendly, easygoing, so yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's that shortly. We came to the States 16 years ago, and it's been quite the journey since.
Nice. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about Legacy Window Films. What do you do? What's your problem?
As the name, we install window films and commercial buildings, and there's a window film. You know, it's not something that you just go and buy at Ace Hardware kind of a place. I have what's called 5 different families of window films. And basically the first family of window films that I deal with is called film. And it comprises of a whiteout, a blackout, which is designed to maybe a builder will come in, you know, put up a false wall or something so we can white it out, black it out.
Okay.
And then we also have what's called a frosting, where they have their conference stuff.
Frosted out.
Yeah, and we get it frosted. We got a floating band. You know, it's not limited just to that kind of a thing. That's or new. We'll put up homes. We'll put clear windows in a bathroom. Believe it or not. So you know, we're gonna go frost it out.
Nice,
you know.
Nice.
So that's the first family of film that we deal with.
Okay.
And then the second family of film we have is what they call our safe series, and what that does, Tim, it's a film. It's mainly a clear film. It's a very thick film.
Yeah.
And it holds all the glass together should it break.
Nice.
Actually, I'm recently going to film on there just to protect people, you know, so it stops people coming in.
Okay.
Or at least delays it, you know,
Yeah,
so people can get there and so on. So.
Gotcha. So we were talking about that film the other day.
Yeah.
So some great safety benefits from if somebody shoots it,
Yeah.
it doesn't just break, it holds in place and it makes it more difficult for them to get through that glass. And then B, some homes that maybe the insurance company's requesting
we get
shutters or different things,
Yes.
you can put on that film
That's
and
it.
satisfy the insurance company.
Exactly. In fact,
Nice.
I'm doing a job next Monday. This guy had bought a house, he remodeled it. The windows came and they were all what they call plate glass. Plate glass is when it breaks, it goes into big shards of pieces. So if you imagine someone falls against it, very dangerous.
Yeah,
it's very, very uncommon to have plate glass now.
Yeah.
Because like you say, the codes change and everything. But we're going to put the window film on. It'll bring it up to spec.
Nice.
You know, so it really
it
is a great option. And then there's thicker films, you know, for like you say, an intrusion.
Yeah.
And if someone does like shoot the glass or whatever, it will break. But what we put is an attachment system all around the frame, so it really holds in the frame, the glass if it breaks.
That's a great option.
So it's a good deterrent. It's pretty amazing, pretty strong stuff.
Awesome.
So that's the second family of film, and then we move up to probably being down here the most popular is what called our dual reflective films, and that's basically, Tim, a metallic film, and it's got nickel, bronze, and aluminium in it.
Okay.
Or aluminum, I guess you guys
Gotcha.
would say. Is that right?
With a British accent.
With a British accent, yeah, there you go. And they tend to give you a lot of privacy from the outside. And they come in about 8 different colors, 5% being the darkest color,
Okay.
And it actually goes all the way up to a 70% being the lightest color.
Gotcha.
You've probably been behind cars where you've seen the films bubbled off the glass.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a purpley color. Well, that was what they called in the early days a dye technology.
Okay.
So it's just really, really dark, sprayed with a dye technology. Again, like anything, window film has advances over the years. But that was what came out next. Door reflective film. It's a metallic film, very, very popular, and very good at rejecting the radiant heat. It says that comes in different colors. You know, so window film. When you get into dual reflective films, ceramic films, they're really designed to reject the radiant heat, which is that burning sensation that you feel on your skin when you're standing in the sun.
Okay.
It's also designed to take out glare. You know, so you're in your living room, the sun's coming through and it's causing your eyes to squint. Gotcha. So it can reject a lot of the glare.
Nice.
Another huge thing, again, here is it'll take out 99.9% of the UVA and UV light, which causes fading.
Okay.
So, you know, we've done a lot of work at the wharf. You can imagine all the furnishings and their, 6 months it's faded.
Yep.
So we specifically that rejects the UVA and UVB light. To protect your floors and furnishings and your goods from fading.
Awesome.
So that's the dual reflective series.
Okay.
And then we move into what's called, this is an up again, it's called a ceramic film. So there's literally no metal in it at all.
Okay.
It's a ceramic coating, nanoparticles. All the years I've been doing this, I'm still amazed at how they do it, and it's just incredible. And most films are what they call multi-stacked film. There's about 5 or 6 different layers to them, but they're very, very thin. So it's pretty impressive. But the ceramics are designed to go on the glass, and they look a lot lighter than what a dual reflective film would look.
Gotcha.
So that comes in a 35%, a 50%, and a 60%. In fact, we did Cobalt Restaurant with a ceramic film. They were just so hot there, and they said, "Look, we don't want to spoil our view." I said, "You want a ceramic film? It'll still see through the glass. Nice. You wouldn't really know it's on, and it's a very, very popular performing film." So
yeah, they still do have a great view over there. So I would have never known.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's incredible. So
absolutely.
And I think that takes what we installed probably took about 60 to 70% of that radiant heat which we were talking about.
Yeah.
Coming in through the windows. So they're saving money on their energy bills,
Nice.
Which is a huge benefit.
Great needed service right in our area
really.
For the businesses and homes as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't do cars. I still buy my cars.
Okay.
So because people, not everybody, but a lot of people do associate window film just with cars.
Yep.
And I know this is something that you've said to me before. It's just getting out there, educate people. Because if they don't know, they don't know. And I've had many people say to me, "Well, I didn't even know such a thing existed,"
Yeah.
So
it's something you don't think about.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's good. It's really is. I love my job. I love doing what I do. I learned the trade from my father originally back in England.
Nice.
And started working with him when I think I was 14 years old.
Wow.
I just used to like going with him on weekends and
learning the trade.
Just learning the trade.
How long has it been since you've left
England? December 2006.
2006. Wow.
And we went from there to Oklahoma.
Nice.
10 years there. And that's where we went through our citizenship.
Okay, awesome.
I actually started a window film company called Window Film Solutions with a friend of mine who actually encouraged me to start the business again.
Nice.
And we had some friends who said, "Listen, we're thinking of moving down to a place called Foley, Alabama." Foley, Alabama, where's that,
From Liverpool to Foley.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's a big transition, right?
That's right.
So, but being adventurous type of people, my wife and I are, we just said, "Sure, let's do it." Sold our house in a day.
Wow.
Sold my business to my partner up there.
Nice.
So I know you know what that's like.
Yeah.
Enabled us to move down here. We both actually had other jobs at the time because I was setting up my business, and of course, it takes time. Nobody knows who you are, and
that's right.
So yeah, and that was just 6 years ago.
Wow. Yeah. So what's that like? So you moved, and I did a similar story where I moved
Sure.
from a different area, didn't know anybody,
right,
and had to get.
Yep.
You got to get out and meet people. You got to get your business out there. So some people think, hey, I'm starting a business. I get some business cards done.
Right.
On a website. They're going to flood me. But that's not the case.
That's not the case. Then.
So what are some of the things you did to
So,
get your business name out there.
Sure. So going back to when we sold our house in England, before actually coming here, we went on a 2-month missions trip.
Okay.
And at that time, I knew that we were coming to Foley. I thought, okay, well, I've got to at least try and start something. So over the 2 months, Tim, I started building my own website in preparation.
Nice.
You know, as much as I could. You know, this is back in 2016, and just did it. Set up my Google account. You know, that was very, very beneficial.
Big time.
Huge, yeah, absolutely huge. So did that, and I thought, okay, well, this is gonna hopefully really start off, you know, and just, you know, waited for the phone to ring, really, and then my wife encouraged me to join the chamber,
nice.
Which is where I met you and many other people.
Yep.
And they've been absolutely amazing. The chamber is, I tell you, it's just phenomenal how they help businesses. You know, and who they connect you with, and yeah, it's so it really has just been just a hard slog. You know, you do your advertising, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. You know, sometimes you get discouraged. Is the phone going to ring? Is this going to happen? You know.
Yeah.
But I know about 3-4 years ago, you said to me, you just got to get out there. You just
Yeah.
got to get out there and get known and just go for it. So, and there's just me. I don't have any employees or anything. You know.
Okay.
So, but I do. I love doing what I do, and. Yeah, my business this last 2 years is really, well, every year since I started, it's really started, it's increased.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So it's a huge blessing.
So before owning your own business,
Mm-hmm.
you worked for somebody else.
So back in
right?
England,
Back in England.
Yeah, back in England I worked for somebody else doing the same thing,
Okay.
but I was absolutely worn out, Tim.
What's
It was crazy.
yeah, and I was going to ask you, what's the difference? So, working for somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
working for yourself, what's the difference?
So for me, the biggest thing is my own schedule. You know, I can plan my own schedule. I do my own installs. You're working for somebody else. You're on their schedule.
Yep.
They set you a set pay. You know, which can be good, but it's not nearly as good as, you know, you do the work, you get all the profits.
Yeah, take a little bit of risk, but you get a lot more reward.
You really do. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the biggest thing, I think. You know.
So definitely better quality of life.
Absolutely,
working for
yeah.
yourself than somebody else.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got a dream and you've got something you want to start, you know, yeah, it's not going to be easy. You know, we have our ups and downs, like anything else. But
cool.
yeah, every day, Tim, I think I still can't believe I was born in Liverpool. I was in Oklahoma. Now I'm here in Paradise, having my own window tinting company.
That's awesome. That's huge.
And not to mention all the friends you meet. You know.
Yeah.
Some of the customers, Tim, they're like family. They really are. They're unbelievable.
The hospitality in this area
It's
is just
incredible.
unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of an accent there.
Just
Let's
a
have
little.
some fun for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Let's throw out some words that you've heard over the years, or maybe
Sure.
you got a heavy accent with over the years.
Yeah. Well, obviously we started with, we would say aluminium, and you say
Aluminum.
Yeah. So I would say holiday, and you would probably say
Vacation.
Yeah, very good.
Okay,
Very
all
good,
right.
yeah. Let's think of another one. Okay, a jumper.
Jumper. Okay, I'm stuck on jumper. Is
Jumper.
that like a jump start? Like if you get your car battery ran dead?
That's great too. No. Sometimes I really forget, you know. So it's basically a sweater.
Okay. A jumper. So if you're cold,
Yeah.
you say like, "Give me a jumper."
Yeah. Here's
Okay.
another one. Not that you probably use them anymore. Bum bag.
Bum bag.
Yeah.
Backpack.
No.
No.
Fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
Yeah.
No. I think we did at Disney World. I think they're mandatory there, but
Rucksack.
rucksack. No.
Yeah, that's a backpack.
Okay. Rucksack.
So there's just a few for you.
Nice. Any words you heard here? You're coming down to South Alabama. Sometimes we get a little bit of redneck words in there, different things.
Yeah.
I know one of the events I met you at, you were doing the cornhole, playing the cornhole, and you like fell in love with that game.
I did. I was amazed. I could not. You know, I was like, "What's this? This looks a lot of fun." They're like, "Why are they throwing this bag into this hole?"
And then you started doing it.
And I started doing it until, and I had to buy my own set, of course.
Nice.
So that's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Cool. Good
But
stuff.
obviously, y'all.
That's
one.
That's a good one.
That's interesting. So, what
Is
else?
there a British version of y'all?
We would just say you all.
You all. Okay.
Abbreviated. You know.
Abbreviated.
You know.
Nice.
What else do you guys say here? maybe not so much, fix into. Is that a thing that they say?
Fix into.
Fix into go somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Or like, some people call it buggies or carts.
Yes.
Pop or
yeah,
soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say soda, we would say pop. Yeah.
Pop, okay.
Yeah, so.
Nice. It's cool to kind of see those little cultural differences, but then you've kind of assimilated to them, but you still got that accent as well. So
right, yes, cool. Yeah. And sometimes
awesome.
I'll find myself saying some things to customers like, can I just go and sit on your couch? Or something, you know, can I go in your living room or your lounge? And they're like, look at me, you know.
What's he talking about?
But yeah,
nice.
it's great. It is. It's the people are very friendly, very nice to work with, and
awesome. So 23 years of marriage, that's huge.
Yes, sir.
So how important is it for you and your spouse to be on the same page when it comes to running your own business?
Wow, yeah, that's a very good question. You know, Esther's been phenomenal. She's just been incredible. She's got the gift of administration, whereas I don't. It's not my gifting. I tend to be a bit erratic all over the place, and you know, I was like, okay, I've got to write this down. Right? You know, she's very methodical. So she's probably been my biggest encourager. You know?
That's awesome.
She takes care of a lot of the media kind of stuff. You know, we have a limited budget with what we can do, of course, but she creates posts, and again, she really got me connected with the chamber. I was like, man, I'm not so sure whether I really want, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, and now you're a member of 2 chambers.
Now I'm a member of 2 chambers. I have a tinted one chamber.
Yeah, nice.
So that's really cool, but she really helps me a lot. Like I say, she's very solid. She's gift of administration, you know, and really helps me. But it's so important to be on the same page, Tim. You know, she's actually even come out to jobs with me.
Yeah, nice.
You know, so she just, you know, when she can on a Saturday or whatever. So
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So it's always awesome seeing you guys at business after hours, social events, everything. Always bright smiles.
Oh, thank you.
Energetic.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. I believe that you kind of feed off people.
Oh, absolutely.
And you guys always give that good
thank you.
vibe and feeling and excitement around you. And I think you carry that along with your business as well.
Thank you.
And
that means a lot. So, and the same with you. It's really a blessing to be able to connect with you. And you know, I know we speak a lot at the chamber events and different things. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Legacy Films. How can they get a hold of you? What's your website?
So my website is legacywindowfilms.com. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can call 251-230-0985 or just Google Legacy Window Films Gulf Shores.
Legacy Window Films.
Yeah, pretty proud of my reviews. And if you're really struggling with heat in your building or your home, I'd love to have a call. You know, it's interesting. What do people do when they go to the beach or they're out in the sun? They immediately put sunscreen on.
That's right. That's right.
But nobody thinks you're sitting in your home watching your TV, you got the sun coming through and you've got all that risk, you know?
You got the glare coming in.
You got the glare.
Does that look familiar?
That's it. There you go.
Cool. So free consultation here, Home About Us, got a gallery of some photos and different things. Wow, a lot of work, a lot of professional buildings in there.
Got a lot of different work.
Nice view from that condo.
I think that was Carib I did there. Alabama Department of Resources on Dauphin Island. That was a nice job. They were such, see all that glass there, Tim?
Yeah.
Now that's what they call a dual reflective film right there.
Okay.
They had a 5%, but they wanted the privacy from outside as well as rejecting the heat, you know?
Gotcha.
So that was a good job.
So yeah, great way to contact Jonathan.
Yes.
Great part of the community.
Thank you.
Always support local business. You
Yes.
need window film in your office or your home, not your car. But anything commercial or residential.
Yes,
as a property, give him a call.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Job.
It's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.